Merry Christmas, my crafty friends. Today is going to be fun. I'm making 2 snow globe ornaments, and I'll be using all those beautiful ribbons, trims, and beads from BeeBeeCraft. One will be a beautiful ballerina, and one will be some adorable little nutcrackers. So if you're ready, let's make a mess. The first thing I'm doing is getting the clear bauble ready. I mixed some white paint with water to make it really runny. I'm using a fan brush to spritz little white dots all over so it looks like snow. I left a portion in the very front blank so you can see through it. I'm sponging some white paint at the bottom of the front and back of the ornaments so it looks like snow. I did it very lightly at the top so some of the blue would show through a little bit of the white. Now I'm sponging some dark blue above the white so it looks like a night sky. I want to see some snow on the inside of the globe, so I'm spritzing some white paint on top of the dark blue. I'm going to make a ballerina and some cute little nutcrackers for my ornaments. To begin with, I'm brushing the mold with a little bit of cornstarch so the clay won't stick. I'm using Delight clay, which is one of my favorite clays. It's really light and easy to work with and dries semi-flexible. You can find this clay at one of my favorite places, decoupagenapkins.com, and I'll leave you a link in my description box below. This ballerina mold is very delicate and I kept breaking off her arms and legs when trying to unmold the clay. I've seen other people do this but have never tried it myself until now. After you put the clay in the mold, put your mold in the freezer for about 30 minutes. Your clay will unmold very easily with no breakage. I am now a fan of this method. Look how easily this comes out of the mold. She still has all her arms and legs. I let my molded pieces dry overnight. Now I'm gluing some floral wire on the backs of the ballerina and the nutcrackers so I can stand them up inside the globe. Where are you watching from? Let me know in the comments. It's fun to see what cities and countries you are all watching from. I'm filming from Las Vegas, Nevada in the United States. Now I'm going to paint all my molded pieces. I started off painting flesh color on my ballerina. I painted inside the shoes a buff color. I didn't have the pink I wanted, so I mixed some pink paint that I had with some white to soften up the color a little bit. And I used that for her tutu and shoes. After the paint dried, I gave her and the shoes a heavy coat of glossy, clear varnish. My varnish of choice is Polyvine Decorator's Varnish, which is also available at decoupagenapkins.com. And of course, I'll leave you a link in my description box below. I let the varnish dry for about 30 minutes. All the products and tools I use and recommend in my videos have been tested by me. I won't suggest something that I haven't used myself. Each product will be listed in my description box below, and will have a blue link to make it easy for you to find. Any of the links I provide are safe for you to click on. Now I have a mouse and 3 adorable nutcrackers to paint. The little gray mouse gets a red cape that has white and black fur and a gold crown. The first nutcracker has a red jacket, blue pants, a black hat, and trimmed in gold. And I added a black mustache with an acrylic pen. The second nutcracker has a green hat and jacket, red pants, and trimmed in gold. If you're enjoying this video, please let me know by hitting that like button. And why not share this with a friend? Thanks for doing that. I also added some white hair and a white mustache with an acrylic marker. The last one will have a blue hat and jacket, black pants, and gold trim as well. He will also have white hair and mustache. I have to say, I really like these acrylic markers. They have a really nice point for getting into tiny spots. After the paint dried, I gave them all a heavy coat of glossy varnish to get them all ready for antiquing. Now it's time to antique all my cute little embellishments. I mixed some dark brown paint with quite a bit of water to make it runny. I'm starting with the ballerina. I brushed the antique all over and then immediately wiped it off with a soft cloth. The antique will stay in all the cracks and crevices, making all the details of the mold stand out. And now it's time to move on to the mouse and nutcrackers. I have more Christmas videos coming up. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any of them. I'm adding a little pearl white wax rub to the ballerina and her shoes to make them shimmer a little bit. This pearl rub gives an iridescent sheen. It's really nice. It's real creamy and easy to work with and is available at decoupagenapkins.com. I'm painting the itsy bitsy ties on the ballet shoes and the top edges of the shoes silver. Holy cow, does that take a steady hand? My eyeballs are crossing right now. Now that I'm done with all my painting, I gave everything a coat of Polyvine Glossy Decorator's Varnish and let it dry for about 30 minutes. And I'm pretty sure the ballerina needs some glitter on her tutu. I brushed on some glue and then added some silver glitter to her tutu, waistband, and edge of her bodice. I got a package of bottle brush trees on Amazon that had several different sizes and colors. I removed the little wooden stands on the ones that I'm using. I'm gluing them and the ballerina into a piece of styrofoam. Now I'm adding a little hot glue to the styrofoam so I can add it inside the globe. I'm gluing her shoes to the back of the globe. I'm going to add some snow to the styrofoam so it looks like she's dancing in the snow under the stars. I'm using a product called Snow Text. I'm just scooping some up with my palette knife and adding it all over inside the globe. I put it between the trees and a little on the trees. It's kind of like frosting a cake. When this dries, it looks just like snow, and I'm going to let that dry overnight. And now I'm doing the same thing with the 3 little nutcrackers. This time I added a little of the snow text between the trees first to make it a little bit easier. It's funny, someone asked a question on one of my Facebook groups the other day. Why do the people that demonstrate crafts never burn themselves with hot glue? Well, I just wanted to let you know we absolutely do burn ourselves. We just edit it out of the video. The wonders of modern technology. You guys don't want to see us screaming, singing, crying. While the snow is drying, it's time to make some beautiful bows to adorn these beautiful ornaments. I'm using my Bauble tool. The first thing I did was put a piece of small silver cord through the center. I'm adding some white organza ribbon as my first layer. Then I'll add some pink velvet and top it off with some thin white organza ribbon. I made 2 of these bows for the top of the ballerina ornament. The velvet ribbon and all the beads I'm going to be using today came from BeeBeeCraft. I chose velvet ribbon, but they have many different types of ribbon. They have satin ribbon, printed ribbon, along with some woven ribbons and lace. Look at this beautiful velvet ribbon. It came with 15 different colors and about 2 yards of each color. These ribbons are so nice, and the colors are gorgeous. BeeBeeCraft is a large supplier which provides high-quality jewelry making supplies, from glass beads, European beads, gemstone beads, etc., to jewelry findings like jump rings, clasps, bead caps, bails, etc., sewing and fabric, DIY craft, to accessories, along with some fabulous trims and ribbons. Their prices are amazing. Check them out. I'll leave you a link in my description box below. BeeBeeCraft was a pleasure to work with, and they sent my order fast. Now I'm making 2 smaller bows for the bottom of the ornament. And it wouldn't be me if I didn't add a little glitz to the centers of the bows. I'm using some silver thread to string some beads for the top and bottom of the ornaments. These beads are so cute. They look like Christmas lights. And these beads in green that look just like jade pair up so beautiful with the red ones. Oh my goodness, these beads in a cranberry red are so perfect for Christmas. They are kind of a frosty color, so pretty. I'm stringing a few of the beads for the bottom of the ballerina ornament. I'm sewing them through one of the bows and then back down through the beads again, so it hangs on the bow. I'll put a drop of glue on the bottom bead and string. Now I'm going to attach a silver tassel to the bottom of the last bead. And then glue the 2 bottom bows together with the beads and tassel hanging in between them. Now I'm going to make the bows for the nutcracker ornament. I'm using this gorgeous green velvet ribbon along with some red and gold ribbons. I'm making 2 for the top and 2 for the bottom. I'm doing everything exactly the same. I'm using all the same beads, just different colored ribbons. I'm adding some glittery fake snow that you can shake around once the globe is sealed, and then I'll glue the front and back together. I'm going to cover the seam with this fabulous trim from BeeBeeCraft. It has silver threads and silver sequins. It's so pretty. I always put a little bit of hot glue on my trim before I cut it. It will stop your trim from unraveling. And now for the extravagant bows. I'm stringing some of the beads through a silver thread at the top of the ornament. Now I'll glue a bow in front and one in back. I made a hanger out of some pink organza ribbon and sewed the strung beads to the bottom of the hanger and then back down through the beads again. I put a drop of glue to hold the string. Now I attach the bottom bows with a tassel to the bottom of the globe. And now it's the nutcracker's turn. I'm adding snow, then gluing the front and back together. I'm adding the beads to the top of the ornament. I used some red satin ribbon for the hanger and stitched the beads to it and then ran the needle back through the beads again. Glued the bows on the front and back at the top. Then glued the mouth on the back. And glued the bottom piece in place. I absolutely love these snowflake stickers, so I decided to put a few of them on the front and the back. And I love the way it looks. I'm adding some spectacular gold trim from BeeBeeCraft on the nutcracker ornament. It's just like the silver one I used on the ballerina. So here's the thing. I was working on this late at night and I was pretty tired. I forgot to put the trim on before I glued the bows. And of course the bows are on there now, so I had to squeeze the trim under the bows. So there's a lesson here. When you're tired, just quit for the night. Now I'm adding some of those cute snowflake stickers. I just love the way these turned out. Which one is your favorite? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. I dimmed one of my lights to try and remove a little bit of the glare on the globe. I put together a playlist of some other tutorials you may enjoy. Click the picture on the right to be taken directly to that playlist. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe by clicking my picture in the top right corner so you don't miss any future videos.